What, were you ever like a musical person?
Not when it comes to instruments. I played the trumpet. That was played a mean trumpet, but I always forgot it at home.
Forgot it at home.
That's not bad at all.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, Kona Big Wave. If you don't have Spotted Cow wherever you're gonna be, which is like anywhere but here.
Classic Spotted Cow. Classic Wisconsin.
Yeah, but like this is like a very close second. It's kind of like Lightning Cougars Summer Shandy, but like better, I think personally. It's
Definitely
more,
tastes like summertime.
yeah, which is like a good time, you know. What is your favorite season, Trey?
Maybe like fallish. Like when it's cold enough to wear a sweatshirt without sweating.
Okay,
If that makes sense.
all right. And you kind of have like 2 or 3 weeks of that in the springtime too.
Yeah.
So okay, you kind of get like 2 times a year when that happens.
Yeah. Feeling very special.
And I already know your, I already know your season.
Everyone knows mine.
Yeah, he's over here. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm already ice fishing in my head right now. 70 degrees. There's like half melted ice. I don't know.
Hey,
how
I did that this year.
Yeah. There's a guy in a boat over there. Like, you know.
True story. we were having a stare off. I was on the ice. He was in the boat. I wasn't budging.
But yeah, so blackberry whiskey or proper 12. That's gonna be the answer tonight, I guess. Like that's actually the question from the hat today. I don't know, I already looked.
Why are they all the same question?
Yeah, I changed out all the questions.
It just says keep drinking.
Drink every time you pull a question. Pull one more question. But yeah, proper 12, or you can just pour out whatever you want to, because honestly, the ice is melting, so we got to get the thing going.
What is this one right here?
That is a mixture of everything that's been done.
That's
on
gonna
the
be
show.
at the end of the year. We're gonna drink that.
Yeah,
because
at
we're
the-
throwing like everything that we've had into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like whatever we. So I don't know. Say we almost finished this bottle tonight, we'll throw the rest into there, right? So, or if we almost finished this bottle tonight, we'll throw the rest into that.
That'd be dangerous.
Like adult jungle juice.
Yeah, they call it ghetto blasters. I don't know. That's what Kyle has a name for it. I don't know. Yeah,
It's a wop.
That shit'll make
Yeah.
you black out.
Yeah. I remember watching those videos of just like where people would make the jungle juice, and it would just be like 4 bottles of vodka into like a tub.
Hell
and
yeah.
it's like, you know, like
We're straight in the cooler.
yeah, yeah, but that's gross.
Well, not if it's like a Gatorade cooler. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
And I've washed it before.
Yeah, okay, all right. No, I'm not saying.
We're not saying you specifically.
Well, I'm not saying the cooler is the gross part. I'm saying the 10 different types of liquor in the one thing is gross.
Yeah, imagine if it's not even mixed well, Loki.
Yeah.
That's what the taste test
You
is
can't
for.
put enough orange juice and apple juice into that to make it better. Like, there's nothing you can add to that where you are just like, yeah, that's good now, right? That's going to be 90% mixes. They're going to be all liquor.
Just put some Everclear in there. Then
Yeah,
you can't feel anything.
mine-
Here for a
as
good
well.
time, not a long time.
Yeah. Honestly.
After this, for sure.
Yeah, we should put Everclear on that.
Some apple pie moonshine.
Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, when you said, yeah, like that fall weather, that's what my brain immediately went to. Was just like apple pie moonshine.
That's so good.
Like when you make it right and then you just like heat it up under apple cider right after too. And then you just, oh my gosh, sip it. Mainly going to like that, the Oktoberfest parade. Like that's literally where my brain goes. It's like that time frame of the year, you know? Like you're just sipping all day, drinking, going to a parade.
Just
See,
fucked up.
see,
a little bit.
yeah, I don't even
Not
like
too
remember.
sloppy, but you know, it's up enough.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's only 12 in the
I
morning
mean,
at
if
that
you're sloppy,
point.
who's
Like,
going to notice?
Yeah.
Facts.
No,
I'm the
you-
least drunk guy here.
Now you catch me at 3 in the afternoon. Like, you know, that's a little bit different. But, you know, thankfully I'm usually in bed by 7. So it's like, or passed out somewhere else in the corner or something.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Just know that I'm sleeping. I'll be up in the morning.
Yeah. And I'll be drinking again. It's the same weekend.
Shit, maybe on the way home, you know?
When you grab one for the road. Oh, man. But
Oktoberfest, that's anywhere.
I guess I'll go ahead and just start this. I think you'll like this. Blackberry. You've ever had like flavored whiskey before?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like not flavored though. It's like distilled in, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. Because it's not really like a syrupy flavor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know how like when you drink like I don't know, screwball, right?
Yeah.
It's like flavored in peanut butter.
It's like
Yeah.
a syrup. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like not syrupy. So I think this is gonna
So it
be
tastes like
probably
more like the real deal.
yeah, this is gonna be one of the better ones that you have of like a flavored liquor.
I guess we'll see. I think I'm gonna pick up that Crown. That black
With the apple?
That blackberry one.
Oh, the blackberry crown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that might be really good too. So
$32 on my job.
I gotta go visit Trey. Gotta go visit Trey.
yeah. Is that even with
It's
a
on-
discount?
It's on sale. It's on
That's
sale.
on my way home too. Plus.
Excellent.
And I guess welcome back to B Tier Pod.
Thanks. Good to
Yeah.
be back. Good to be
Good,
back.
good to be back. Good to be back. People ask me like, "Hey, what is your podcast going to be about tonight?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
I like to freestyle it.
Yeah, well, it is.
That's so many people are like, well, what do you do it about? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
anything and
It's just-
everything,
Yeah,
like-
like what's on your mind today?
It's like Jim
you know?
Leahy. We'll let the liquor talk a little bit.
Yes,
I
yeah.
am the liquor.
Man, Trey, what was like?
Obviously,
Yeah,
RIP.
honestly though, I can't believe they had to like. I mean, I guess you'd have to stop the show after that, right? But it's just
We'll
like,
just cut him out. But yeah, then it wouldn't be the same show.
yeah.
Then Randy's just out there selling himself for cheeseburgers. No one's gonna stop him.
Can't be having that, you know. Can't be having that. I think that show almost got like too big for its own good.
Yeah, I feel like they
Do you
never
ever
knew
feel
that
like
it was going to
that?
get that crazy.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like that? Like every time it had to be like they just get out of jail, but then somehow they're
Bubbles
like,
wearing those
Yeah.
poor ass glasses every episode though. I feel so bad.
Right, he probably can't see for
Like,
real
right.
now.
Yeah.
He has to wear them for real now.
yeah. Well, the way that they like presented that show when it first came out too, it was like a documentary series. So it was like it just made it that much better, you know. And then like obviously, I don't know. It's just funny
There's
when
like
they.
no way anybody is
Yeah.
documenting them.
yeah. But then they get to like season 7, season 8, and they have like Snoop Dogg in their trailer court, like hanging out with them and stuff. It's like, what is going on? You know, it's like, like I said, I think it got too big for its own good.
It's because Ricky's growing dope in his car 101, you know?
Yeah. Not rocket science. Okay?
Ricky tried to be the best dad that he could.
No. It's like, and then,
I can't speak without swearing.
oh man. Yeah, that show just brings it back. And then nowadays people are like watching Leonard Kenny or something like that. It's like
Yeah.
a new
It was
one.
decent.
I don't know if that one's like as good though.
Not as
It was
good.
funny when it was, I mean, not funnier, but like, I remember when
Like
it was
when
like
the-
on YouTube.
Yeah. That,
Okay, that makes sense.
but then they like made it into a whole series and it kind of like fell off because they're trying too hard.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they made a separate series off of that, and it's
Yeah.
funny, but like I
Like,
think
I'm glad they got their money, but
they're
yeah.
trying too hard.
they got the bag.
Yeah,
They got the
exactly.
bag. Like you can't get mad at the bag, man.
I think we should protest them because it's Canadian.
No, we don't support them anymore. Yeah, we can't.
That's why we have Irish. Was
I guess, because like last night when we were talking, you were saying how you'd want to be on like a TV show.
Yeah.
What kind of TV show do you think you'd like
Mm.
be on?
one of those Japanese game shows.
Hell no.
Where they're just,
Oh,
like,
dude.
spanking
Squid
you
Game?
for some
Hell
reason.
no.
You just wear a helmet and try to do like front flips into the mud and stuff, dude.
No.
That'd be sick, like a wipeout.
I'd probably go on like Alone or Survivor.
Oh, that'd be
Oh, okay.
fire. Not me.
Yeah. It'd be
I'd
something
watch you on there though.
It'd be something like
Phil,
that.
Phil wants to go on Naked and Afraid.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that one. I ain't doing that one.
I just came on here. I just want to be naked.
I was already afraid.
I'm not even afraid anymore.
I don't know how to build a.
fly.
I don't know how to build a
You hear
hut.
me? It's that one scene from Home Alone. You hear me? I'm not afraid anymore.
I think I could go on like the Great Escape or like you know
Oh,
I don't know, like I'm trying to think now, like
Wipeout would be really fun.
Wipeout
but,
would be a
like,
ton of fun.
I know
I'm-
I could not win.
I think I could go on like American Ninja Junior Warrior.
Yeah, dude,
as
that
an
would be
adult,
sick.
and that would be really fun. Just like
just-
I always thought it'd be
rack 'em.
really fun to just go on Hell's Kitchen and get like yelled at by Gordon.
Yeah,
I thought that would be fun.
yeah.
But
that'd
then
be a
I'd
good
say
one.
something back and that'd be my out, you know?
Yeah, he'd be like, "You're a sandwich, son."
That's what I'm throwing. Here's a knuckle sandwich. Like,
You're gone.
Gone, yeah.
yeah.
hook. End of charge.
Next episode is just Phil.
kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen for real.
How about you, Trey? What would you be on if you could be on like a TV show?
Not American Warrior Jr., but that is a good one. I was gonna say maybe American Warrior, but I don't even know.
Dude, those challenges
Wipeout
are
would be
tough
fun, but there
sometimes.
was there's a show, I think it's on Hulu, and it's like
Beast Games.
Yes, actually.
It's Amazon, I think, but
but it's like some kind of training. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like not Navy SEAL training,
Like
but
special ops training.
Yeah, special ops
Yeah,
training.
I think I
is
know
it
what
like
you're talking
America's Sniper Training Warrior
No,
or
it's
something
like,
like that? America's Warrior of Sniper.
it's like Turkish intelligence or something,
Something
like that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, they just put them through like all these like missions.
It's
and
like
stuff.
boot camp. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
I feel like you could just join the army if you really want to do that.
I'd rather.
This is a short.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would like to
this is
stop
a weekend.
afterwards.
This is the escape room.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
the whole
yeah, yeah. Oh man, I remember like watching. I think it was like Navy SEAL training or whatever. But like you wear a balloon, and if they can see you move at all, they just shoot the balloon out. And you're like done.
That's crazy.
Like you're just gone, and it's like
you cannot be a SEAL.
You're like yeah, you're like not a SEAL anymore. And then what? Only like
Like the
how many
balloon.
SEALs are there? There's less than like 100 SEALs. Yeah. No, it's like crazy
Better
though.
not be Wendy. You're.
Do you think you would win in that game?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you were going in like high confidence. You're
No,
like,
they
oh,
have,
dude,
like-
I'm so good
Like
at
real
LARPing.
athletes on there. Like
Yeah.
Cam Newton was on there. A couple of Olympians were on there.
Yeah, but you're saying you can't beat them?
I try. I don't think I would be the first person out, but I would not be the last one out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all you can hope for, right? Just like not the first.
Unless they
person to
just
go.
like keep me for like relief. Like, oh,
comic relief.
yeah. They're like, we really want to get rid of this guy, but he's kind of funny.
Yeah, he's
You're the
got-
fan favorite.
he's
They
got
keep voting
some-
you back.
Yeah, he's got some.
But
jokes
he's still gotta
sometimes.
stay.
They're just like, I don't know how he keeps going on to the next round. We haven't seen him do anything.
I think he was like in the back making
Like
sandwiches
he was
set.
on the
He wasn't even-
helicopter with us. Like,
Except the bad thing, if like I go on Survivor and it's a swimming challenge, I'm done.
Yeah, that's true. Just don't do the swimming challenge.
Then I'm
Rob-
going home either way. Like,
Rob
I feel like if
Ajewski.
you knew you were going on there, maybe you should learn how to swim.
we'll get there.
You don't really care about swimming until you know, Like
I'm
you'll
not
know-
auditioning for the
yeah.
show though.
Why would I swim when I could just build a raft?
You just drop me off somewhere. You're like, good luck.
I saw this hilarious cop video of like a guy getting like chased down, right? And he barrel rolls out of his car, like his car just like goes flying into like this bush or whatever over here. This cop gets out, and then this guy starts running, and he jumps into the river, but he can't swim,
So he just started drowning.
so the cop has to rescue him from
That'd
the
be me.
river.
The challenge starts now. I jump in. That's it.
all the comments were just roasting the criminal guy. He's like, dude, you didn't really want to learn how to swim that much if you couldn't swim in that moment.
No, literally,
You
though.
weren't gonna get away.
Ride or die. I'm
Yeah,
gonna die.
You either get away or you
He
die.
just got
there, man.
arrested.
He's like struggling. He's like,
Not a cop pissed. Now you about to get extra charges.
so, I don't know. I've seen videos like that. I also saw a video today of like an Israeli, I don't know, intelligence, whatever they're doing down there with like blowing up all these people in Gaza, whatever. I know this is like gonna be all, we're gonna get
Red
banned
flag,
for all
red
this.
flag, red flag.
Canceled, right? But no, there was a guy who took a grenade, like literally right in front of him, and it just blew up in like this 3x4 like bathroom door that he was in, and he was fine. He just shook it off and he kept fighting like whatever firefight this area
Holy
was in.
shit.
Just a full grenade. It like blew the door off the hinge. This dude's just like gets
It
up
must
and
have
then he
been
just
limp.
starts fighting again. Like he just starts shooting around the corner again. And I was like, there's no way. Because, I don't know, like, how do you just blow off a grenade like that? You're just like super soldier at that
Oh,
point.
good,
Like,
let's go.
It blows up literally like 2 feet from him, and he just gets back up.
Sometimes you just gotta say that's crazy and keep going. I respect it.
Man, I'd be done after that. I'd pass myself out. I'd just be like, I'm cooked right now. I don't know. But man, watching those I can't watch those war videos anymore. I can't watch them. They like promote them like it's gaming and esports or something like that.
literally, yeah.
It's crazy. They got like logo graphics. They got like intro scenes now. They got like the whole overlays and all this stuff going on. They're like streaming it off of like drones and dropping grenades on people, and it's like it's crazy.
Too much to see randomly on a Tuesday night.
Well, it's just I'm scrolling Twitter. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to be
Twitter,
doing.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that
that's
makes
maybe my
sense. That makes
problem.
sense.
Yeah, all that stuff is hopefully banned on TikTok, or it comes from TikTok. I don't know.
Everything starts on Twitter, I swear, and then it gets
Yeah.
everywhere else.
Right now, there's a trending topic where everybody's turning into like these jahibis, is what they're called. But it's like an anime, like manga style of art, because ChatGPT came out with like a new AI that can
course.
make anything into that anime style. So everybody's using it right now. Every
Watch
single
all
Twitter,
these people get hacked.
every single
yeah, I
Twitter
know.
post
Like,
I scrolled into today had that anime art style. It was like pictures of 9/11.
you
and
said
then
you
it
weren't
was
gonna. You said
Gotta go to the classic.
Yeah.
I thought you
and
said
then
you,
it was memes back in the same format.
I thought
I'm
you
like,
said
oh
you
my
said we
God.
weren't gonna reveal the scheme that we were ripping off people with.
Well, I mean, we're just trying to get people to subscribe to We're just trying
We
to
just
get
want you to
people
scan
to.
your retinas through our.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
to create another AI now.
Yeah, we're just trying to get people to subscribe to our B tier bot service. Okay.
Subscribe or else.
Subscribe or else. Yeah. Made you look.
We already have your IP address.
Holding hostage.
I always joke that like if we ever get mean comments on our videos, that I'm just gonna comment people's IP addresses below their comment, just so like they never
Just
like.
be just a comment of me outside your house.
Yeah, just a photo of the top of their house from Google Maps.
You sitting there with your headset on. This you?
Leave a B tier hat on the doorstep and just take a picture.
Yeah. Amazon delivered. USPS mailed. No, but I think it would be really funny. Just imagine being in your mom's basement. You're like 35-year-old, like, you're making fun of people online. You haven't done anything yourself, right? And you just get this comment that just has your direct IP address and where you live. Kind of mess you up, huh? You probably wouldn't ever comment mean things again on anybody's post. Because you never know who you're commenting to.
Like, maybe I should just get off.
Maybe you should go touch some grass, nerd.
Maybe I should move.
Maybe you
You'll
should
find it again.
Maybe you should go touch some grass, nerd, who lives at 515 Albuquerque Drive, New Mexico.
A picture of you in your basement.
But, I figure things are going to just change, right? Things are just going to change. People are going to get better, right?
Hopefully.
That's what happens over time. Everybody just gets nicer to each other, and, we all sing Kumbaya. I can't wait.
While the world burns.
While the world turns around us.
I'll bring the marshmallow.
Trey, what is your least hopeful thing right now? If you had to go off on a negative note right off the bat here, what are you least looking forward to this next year?
I don't even know. I just hope we don't go to war, I guess.
Okay, all right, World War III. All right,
Other
classic,
than that,
classic. I think Europe really wants it. I don't think we want it.
They don't want the smoke.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think anybody wants to smoke, honestly. I feel like nobody wants to actually fight anymore.
Yeah, I think we're all too. I mean, look at our generations. How are we gonna be the ones fighting? War?
I got the guns. Let's go.
I mean, there's
Just give me a gun. Let's go.
80% of us are probably too mentally ill to pick up a rifle in the first place.
But we have them anyway.
No, it's just it's crazy. I mean,
But
I hope a world war doesn't
during a
happen.
war,
How about-
does it really matter?
Yeah.
I mean, not really. You kind of hire everybody.
Yeah,
huh?
it's just here you go.
I get on the bad company team, like at that point, you know.
Yeah, whichever one's the most badass.
No
I'd be
friendly
on.
fire.
Yeah. yeah. I'd be on the B tier shooters.
It's just like some of the people that I went to high school with, and they went to the army, and I was just like, I do not trust you to protect me.
Yeah. I knew somebody who went to the Marines, and I was like, there's no way you could be a Marine, dude. And he was a Marine. I'm like, I don't know what they did with the standards, but they lowered those. No. Yeah, that was one thing that I'm kind of happy I never did. Go to like the Army or the Navy or something like that, because I feel like that would have just like wasted. Well, I mean, I ended up wasting my life away anyway, but I feel like it would have been
I did
wasted
it the way I wanted to.
Yeah, it would have been wasted without intent. It would have been wasted on not my terms, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then what? Like you get stuck for 8 years there, whatever. Like that's
I could probably
boring.
say I'd been shot at more going over there than I already have.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. But okay, how about the best thing coming up this year? Do you have any like trips coming up this fall? Do you
No,
have
but
any trips?
we're trying to save up to go to Japan.
Oh, Japan.
Mm-hmm.
You guys both want that?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I think it'll be a fire moment, hopefully.
Until you get on that flight.
Yeah, it's a long flight. That's what
It
I'm
is like an
not.
18-hour flight, man.
That's
Red
what I
eye.
don't know what I'm gonna do. about.
Have you flown much before?
Not that long. Like I have,
Okay.
but like not like anything longer than like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the U.S. The
Yeah.
U.S. flight is like
So
5
it's
hours.
like, triple that will be insane.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
not that bad. It's not that
I
bad.
don't, and I feel like it won't be that bad as long as you got something to do.
Yeah, you just
And I'm
gotta
gonna try
watch
to
like
sleep
just
90%
watch
of the
Ocean's
time.
11 like 4 or 5 times in a row. You'll be there in no time. There's not that many movie choices, okay?
Right. I'll just find the longest movie and then just watch it twice.
Yeah, and then hopefully, well, it might be a little bit longer than that too. If you have layovers, I don't know. I guess where the layovers happen in Japan, but you probably get stopped somewhere.
Yeah, facts. So true.
Probably like Dallas or something, like on the like coast or something like
Something
right
super
before
American
you,
before you leave.
Right, yeah, like right before you leave. Yeah,
They're gonna give you Texas barbecue before you get Japanese barbecue, okay? Like, I don't know if that's a thing over there. Probably is. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
know.
sure.
Korean barbecue is a thing. It's gotta be Japanese and Chinese. They probably all have barbecues.
Right.
either way, it'd be dope. Just to go see the culture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just experience something completely different.
Yeah.
But you want to do that like within the year then from now.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So like, I don't know how expensive all that stuff is. I never really like
It's
shopped
like
tickets on it, but
she did the math. It's like for a week, it's like 1,800 with like tickets included and stuff like that.
okay.
That's not horrible.
Yeah, it's not horrible at all.
Yeah.
Definitely doable. That's
See,
why we're just
I-
trying to like save at a time.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just like automatically price that stuff out because they're like, oh, I
yeah,
can't
she
do that.
does.
Yeah.
She was excited to do it.
Yeah, that's
So I was
good.
like, hey, go ahead. The tickets are the most expensive part.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
And then we're staying
yeah.
for like a week, but that's not even that much.
That's not that
honestly.
long, dude. You're gonna
Yeah.
want more.
No, exactly.
You're gonna want like at least 5 more days or 6 more days there.
That's what I'm saying. I
That
don't
just gives them a reason to go back.
know. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Cause are you guys like going for any particular? I mean, okay, I know like
I want to go to
culture.
Weebout a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah, there you go. You have like a
Definitely.
specific.
I definitely want to go to
thing in mind.
Shibuya and just go and see some of the Jujutsu Kaisen stuff in the
Okay.
tunnels.
Yeah, that's gonna be baller.
Yeah.
So something like that.
I'm definitely going to Weebout. She's definitely going to experience the culture and then just to be there as well because she
Yeah.
likes to travel.
Well, and then like what?
And listen to her
whatever
music.
yeah, she's gotta listen to her music there.
No.
She's gonna bump that with a speaker, dude, on public trains.
Yeah, we're gonna take her off the oxygen.
You know what's funny? We actually answered an Abby question last night. It was like, what was it? More doors and windows or
It
something
was like more
that,
doors
or
or
more-
tires.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then
More doors and tires, or more eyes and
or
legs.
legs, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to you. I know.
I
I'm
was like,
sorry,
that
but
sounds insane.
it sounds insane. Yeah.
In
I
the
thought that
world,
was
are there
funny.
more eyes
Well,
or
because like
legs?
I don't know.
Oh,
Or
I
more
low-key thought that's what
doors
you're talking
and
about.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that was. Yeah. Well, like when Abby was over here, we gave her the aux. She started playing Japanese trap rap.
Real as
So
fuck.
like when you say you guys are going to Japan, I understand.
Bump that shit.
Start playing
Yeah.
some Russian screamo. Yep.
Yeah. Definitely need that. Definitely need
Her
that.
Spotify playlist is definitely
Or
needs to
just-
be studied.
It's everywhere. It's really everywhere.
You think you know a lot of? You think you're a Mr. Music person? You've heard everything, and then you listen to that, you're like, man.
Man, they're
I
saying
ain't heard none
languages
of
I
this.
never.
No,
even
I
heard
thought I
of.
was a music person. Then she showed me some of that, and I was like, where'd
It's like
this
a
come
whole
from?
different
Yeah.
culture of music. I've never thought of looking up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
How'd you find this? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
She's like,
what
it
I'm
was
wondering.
recommended. I'm like, from what song?
yeah, what rabbit hole?
We just
you have
listened to Polo
begin?
G, and now we're listening to Russian screaming. I don't, what connected these two together? I'm not sure.
They had features back in.
there's connection somewhere
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, yeah, Abby. That's it. That's the only connection.
Abby's the connection.
I just like,
Oh, I
yeah.
found this.
And then she listens to like her playlist in order all the time. So like she doesn't really skip. So like if she's playing music, she'll just go down the list. So like she'll add a new song and it's at the top, you know, and then she just goes down. Like, you can hit shuffle. She's like, no. Like, all right.
I gotta know what's coming next.
Yo, literally.
That
I'm
ruins
like,
the
but you
flow.
do because you listen to it every day. This isn't like your weekend playlist. You listen to this every day on the way to work.
Yeah.
I don't get that
Like-
far.
Like if she knows all the lyrics by the time
Oh,
she
every
adds
single
it.
word,
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah. Yeah.
It's more of a musical on car rides.
Kayla's been listening to like this like the epic musical is what they call it, but it's like Odysseus and like
Oh,
basically
so literally like the
it's basically
like the
yeah
Odyssey
it's
music.
basically like Homer's like Iliad,
That's
but
fire.
no musical. And you know, I'm not like a huge musical person, but you know, she's been listening to this for like the last maybe 4 or 5 months now. She like bought a T-shirt for it and all that, you know. But yeah, she just belts it out in the car, and I'm just like,
randomly.
I'm like, cool. Like this is like you know.
Didn't know that was the vibe. I fucked with it.
I can just imagine just sitting there driving. Oh,
Here we go again, you know, and I'm just like vibing. I get it, you know, like I understand, like, you know. I don't think that's what the lyrics were, but you know, like this is a big part about it though too. Is like I know the stories that are kind of going on. Like you know, I know like who you know, like Zeus is, and I know who like
yeah, my
Thor
dragon.
is, and
Oh.
yeah. So it's like you know, I know all these characters. I just never heard of the musical form before. I guess
Actually.
I didn't know Homer was a singer. Okay, I thought he was a blind guy.
No,
Like,
literally.
you know,
I thought
he
he
was
was
just had
a,
the
I thought he was a
wildest
good for
stories
good
ever.
for nothing dad on The Simpsons. You know.
yeah,
him
or
too.
that guy. Yeah, change to that, I guess. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting just seeing like what people latch on to. You know, like what were you ever like a musical person?
Not when it comes to instruments. I
Okay.
played the trumpet. That was it.
All right.
Played a mean trumpet, but I always forgot it at home. So my music.
Forgot it at home.
No, literally, I would just forget it, and my music teacher would get so mad because you're supposed to go to lessons. So like, I'm just sitting there
Oh,
listening
yeah.
to it because I don't have my instrument.
You're
I was like-
absorbing it a
I was
different
like,
way.
man, maybe I should just stop doing band because I keep forgetting my instrument. Like,
Oh,
but at the
man.
concerts, I was doing my thing.
That's great.
Like acting like you're blowing into it, but not blowing into it. You know.
I don't have my instrument here in 3 months. I
I know the playbook, but
know what it's supposed to sound like for sure. We just gotta match the melody.
That easy. That easy. Yeah, I like never I never actually like played an instrument minus piano. Like I learned the piano when I was a lot younger and I like kind of kept on it, you know? And then like I've always wanted to learn the banjo.
The banjo would be fire.
Banjo or
ukulele.
even ukulele. Yeah, like I have a ukulele now and I haven't even touched it
I want
because
to master the harmonica.
I bought it and I was like, I want to learn this. What?
I want to
Harmonica
master
would
the
be insane.
harmonica.
The harmonica?
Yes.
I know a buddy who could like play the piano man on that. You know?
On a
I
harmonica?
could play.
Yeah.
I could play
That's
piano
crazy.
man on piano, but I can't do that on a harmonica.
Yeah,
That's
if
like a
you can
game.
play it on piano, that's good enough, dude. I don't know what is it in piano. You really only need to know like 5 major chords,
Yeah.
and then like any song, you just can sing over it.
Yeah.
So it's like you know, as long as you can mess with the chords and do enough like vibratos and stuff like that, or whatever staccato stuff, you can usually make it happen. Like you could. You know, you could put anything over it, and you can just like start rapping if you need to. Like if you really needed to, you could just start spitting freestyles.
Some MF Doom. shit.
And then no one's gonna care, you know, like That was one thing that I used to do at parties. It would just be freestyling. We just have people in a
I
cipher.
thought you meant like just start playing the piano.
That's what I would do.
I mean, if I had a piano, if somebody had
All my
one,
buddies, like when we threw the parties, their parents were out of town. They all had a piano.
yeah,
so
grand piano in
they
there.
didn't know how to play, so it's just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll have a drink, you know, and then I'd make money because everyone would just be like, "Oh, go tip."
He's playing like
I'm just playing. Like,
I'm just buzzed.
he's playing like house music on here. I don't know, man.
just the Jaws theme song.
over and over and over again. Hot cross buns, man. This is going hard.
I look throw you 5 for hot cross buns. You bring out that recorder.
The 3-note
the
recorder.
party's over then.
Yeah, you thought you had a party, but
That's-
that's gone.
That's
now.
the hootie hoo.
Right.
You know,
About to get
the
a noise
recorder
complaint.
comes out, cops are coming.
right away before you even start playing. Like,
No, that's
No
the
doubt.
signal. Like cops are here. It's like a hootie hoo. You know, like get out.
yeah.
You hear the recorder. Get out.
Is that hot cross? Go.
Is
We gotta go.
that smoke on the water? Go, go, go.
Fire sign.
If you could go back to like any band in their prime and like watch their biggest concert, their biggest show or event, what are we thinking?
That's gonna be tough. I'll go Nirvana.
Nirvana at their peak.
That's a good one.
Nirvana would be fire. Free shotgun.
He lied in that song. He said he didn't have a gun.
Courtney Love killed him. We all know.
Oh, she had the gun. Oh.
Nirvana would be fun. That'd be like a pretty good. I mean, I don't know what that vibe would look like.
Grungy.
Yeah, but like, who's there? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, like back in their peak.
well,
you're
yeah,
saying?
because you're like you're going to a show. You're gonna be like running in at people outside of the show. You're gonna be running to people inside the show. You're gonna
That's
be trying to
true.
get up to
What
the
kind of
barricades.
people would be there?
Like that's like the '90s alt punk rock group. But like, you know, those people are like extinct now. Those are all
No,
like
facts.
old millennials that are like, you know, trying to still buy a house because they can't afford it because you know they got kind of
Should have bought a house instead of being 5.
yeah. Should have bought Bitcoin instead of playing Halo 3. Yeah.
Too busy making childhood moments. Fuck.
Going to garage bands or whatever. Going to Nirvana. But no, I feel like a lot of those people are just like washed out. You know what I mean?
No, literally.
Like, you know,
Facts.
it's like the girl that would have like hitchhiked to like California and then like it's just dime piece, but no more. You know,
The Jennies
Aged
of the
out.
world.
Yeah, Jenny's.
Jenny
off
was
the
the real
block.
villain.
Jenny was the real one. How about you? What band are you looking at?
Honorable mention for me, maybe Slipknot.
Oh yeah,
That'd be fun.
but metalheads smell so bad.
Yeah. Especially back then.
No deodorant. Are you kidding me? Wasn't even invented
No
yet.
air conditioning.
Yeah, no air conditioning.
Just long
In the
hair and
heat of
sweat.
summer, in like an Iowa corn.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a
place.
cornfield
Yeah.
for some reason.
No, they play cornfields. Like that's
They
what
play
they
Corn
did.
Fest, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it's like
That's a good-
95
It's like
degrees.
straight out of a
summer
fucking
heat,
slasher movie.
a Midwestern wet heat. Like, yeah, leather faces in the background. Dude, yeah, Slipknot would be sick in their prime because that's when they have all their
I think
good
you have to go.
members, right?
I think I need more time on this one.
Okay. If I had, man, I don't know. I would almost go back to Diplo in his prime.
It's a fire one.
Because I had like seen him probably like 2 years after he kind of like got out of his prime. But I think going to him in, I don't know. Would it be that much of a different experience? The crowd would have been bigger, right? And that I think that's like the vibe that I would go for.
For artists like that, I feel like it's almost the energy. I feel like the
Yeah.
energy would have been a lot different.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
I see what you mean.
I saw Marshmello literally right after he
I
dropped.
was gonna say Marshmallow in his prime is probably insane.
right after he dropped the Logic song Every Day,
Oh yeah,
the one that kind of got big on Fortnite and stuff like that.
literally.
It was right after Marshmello went on the Fortnite tour, and I saw him live that year, and it was like that was insane. The energy was crazy because he was still dropping dubstep songs at that time, so that was like, you know,
He just
was
worked it every day.
he was playing club songs, you know, like the 3 a.m. club beats, you know, just heavy bass drops, swearing, all that
You're
stuff.
just super dope.
Yeah, and-
dancing around.
you know, yeah, you're just like having a time or whatever. I'd also really like to see Chainsmokers like at some point.
When they were
I've never seen
on
them.
the radio.
Yeah, but you know, it's like I don't know if that would. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like who. Maybe U2 during their prime would be kind of fun. Could you imagine that? U2 in like the late '90s.
I was gonna say Green Day, but
I feel like Green Day during their peak, like right after they dropped Dookie. Like if you saw them like literally on their like first or second album debut, I feel like they would be fun. I feel like they wouldn't be fun.
That's what I was saying. It's like,
you know,
I don't really want to hear like maybe a good 10 songs.
Yeah, that's
they
the
probably
thing.
wouldn't play 6 of those songs.
No, they would play 4 of them. Yeah, and then you just kind of be there waiting. I would like to see like a Floggy Molly or like a, I don't know, like maybe Dropkick Murphys or something like that.
Dropkick
Maybe they'd be a banger.
But you know, like I don't know, I've seen Gaelic Storm a couple times, and like they're awesome, but they're like not as punk rock as those guys. You know, they're not like as Black Flaggy, or they're not as like, you know, anarchic, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's some bands like that I would love to see, like, when they were just coming up. Linkin Park in their prime would be fun, I think.
Yeah, dude.
Or Papa Roach.
Papa Roach. Just hear them scream. Cut my life.
Yeah, well, because imagine the energy of the crowd.
Imagine the energy for me. I would be screaming at the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
I was like 13 when that song came out.
Yeah, and, you know, like, those crowds are just never gonna be the same anymore. Like post COVID,
literally.
yeah, it's like nothing like
and it's just
exists
too
like
much
that
recording.
anymore. Yeah.
Everybody just wants to record and not be at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's the thing too. I think that's why I like your Nirvana answer. Nobody would have had cell phones up. There wouldn't have been people.
Yeah, I just want to go for the pure, just
pictures.
to listen to them and feel the atmosphere.
And then like I don't know, you just get super baked and you like go in and it's just like a good like you're in the moment. And that's something that we just don't have anymore, you know? It's like even when I was at like festivals early on, like people were just always recording. You'd have like 50
Put
people.
your flashlights in the air.
Well, yeah, you'd have that. You'd have people just like recording everywhere, like having
I'm
GoPros.
watching the concert through their recording because they're right in front of me.
Right, they're zoomed in on 50x, you know, AI enhanced or whatever. And then I don't know. You can't get the same experience anymore from like those older shows. You know, I don't know. You always just hear about it. Like people are just like, yeah, like I couldn't even find my friends after that show because like there's so many people.
Crazy,
And yeah, it's just like, you know, like we'd be happy if we all like made it back to the hotel that night, but like you weren't running into it. You know, at least like now, you know, and it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? There's pros and cons to that. Like you can at least all take the same car there and like, hey, if I can call you guys after the show, we could all meet back at one spot, you know? But you didn't even make that plan when you were like, you know, back in the day.
You tried.
Like,
We'll meet right here.
We'll try to meet right here. Then
But
nobody
6 hours
remembers
later,
it.
yeah, we don't know what if we are.
And I think that's like an authentic like concert going experience.
I feel like that's the same as like when you like know where everybody is because of where the bikes are.
Yeah.
They're in the front line, bro.
All the bikes are there. All right. All my friends are there, right? You just know. You go there. And that, yeah, like, I don't know. Kids like these days won't have that ever. I'm just like so nervous for the next generation, dude. Like, our kids, right? Like, what are they going to be doing? Like, I don't know. I always think about it. I'm just like,
especially where AI is right now.
Are they going to be playing Fortnite all the time?
AI's going to be teaching them.
They already are. They already are. I mean, AI everybody's using ChatGPT for everything, right? Like, and I don't blame them. If I was like a teenager now and like you had this AI resource to just like write essays and papers for you and do some deep search and
all we
you
have
have
is smart notes.
Yeah.
Right.
Smart notes, yeah.
Pray that the Spark notes are right.
And they usually were.
And then the teacher's like, I've already read the Spark notes, so I know what they say.
That's cool. So when I remember I got away with that a pretty good chunk of times because the books that I had, my siblings had already written in them.
Oh, that's fine.
I was golden, dude. I was like the best teacher's pet of all time if I wanted to be. But I'd never showed up to class, so that was the other thing. But, you know.
When we do see him, it's always nice that he's here.
Yeah, he shows up and he actually tries sometimes, and then he doesn't really show up that much. But how about you, man? What's your prime band?
Probably
show?
probably NWA,
Mm,
or I might get a lot of smoke for this one, but Kiss
okay.
Like,
Kiss at his peak would
Kiss
be
at its
insane,
prime.
honestly.
would
Yeah.
be sick.
Yeah,
Probably
that'd be
catch
cool.
an STD at that show, though, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. And that's just because you were like licking the toilet seat.
Yeah, everybody's got their tongues out. Like,
But yeah, I think
You went to the powder room once, and that's all you needed to do.
I mean,
right off the toilet
but it was
seat.
pure.
Yeah. But
Rock City.
But it was pure. Try the Rock City. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be fun.
This is an interesting take. I like that.
Yeah, it's like, AC/DC in their prime or something like that.
I was gonna say like the
or-
Grateful Dead, but like
Yeah.
I've went to like the ICP thing, so it's like that's pretty like close.
Well, I know if I could
But,
go
like-
back to like one music festival, it would be Woodstock,
Woodstock, yeah.
69.
Obviously,
Right, like
yeah,
I think
yeah.
everybody takes that one.
Like
And that would have
obviously.
been such a vibe, dude. Like, because you could just get acid from everybody there.
And
Like,
listen to everybody.
Yeah.
Hendrix. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah. Like
Back when you
they
can feel the music.
they should try
Taste
to yeah, they should- you can see the music. Yeah. They should try to like bring back Woodstock.
The Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, or the Fire Festival. They gotta like try to do that one again. Ja Rule's gotta come back.
You mean Burning Man?
Burning Man, yeah. Burning Man would be fun to go to, but I think like everybody's there is just like a rich person, so it's like I feel like I wouldn't
Or
vibe.
super weird, I feel. The
Yeah,
middle of the desert.
yeah, you gotta be. I mean, it got rained out last year, and all of them were like trying to catch rides home, and people were just like busing people in and out, and that's a nightmare if that like goes wrong. So like, yeah, I'm happy. I guess I have not had that happen to me at any festival I've been at. Although when I was at Electric Forest, we had a tornado siren go off. On my
They're
se-
like, that's a crazy beat.
that
was a crazy drop, bro.
Man, yeah, they're adding the sirens so this happened like Sunday night. It was like the last day we were there on one of the times I was there. And everybody's like scrambling to like pick up tents and like dude, the whole place was just clearing out. Right? And then we had a 14-hour drive coming up after that. Awful. So like we got cut early. It was like, shows ended at 7. I think Excision canceled that night. It was kind of, but yeah, it was like, we just like picked up everything. Like everybody's scrambling to pick up tents. Everybody's yelling across the campsite area. Like, hey, is everybody okay? There's tornado sirens going off. You got like,
Another one that would have been like a banger would be
downpour.
like D12
D12 would be crazy.
Okay,
in their prime.
all right.
Shit would be fire.
The vibe would not be mine, I don't think. I'd go in there and I'd just be like, all right. I don't know. I've only seen like a handful of like rap people though, like
That's fair.
live. Like I saw like Juicy J when he came here and
Juicy J.
like Juicy J.
See, I've seen a lot of rap.
Logic showed up for somebody I was at, but he was only there for like 2 songs.
I seen Logic live. He was the very last one though, and I was leaving, so I didn't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
it was at a festival, and he was literally like the last show.
Mhm.
I'd stay just because
Sounds like fuck.
just because it's just like I have.
Well,
to.
like I
At
watched
that
it
point-
as I was leaving.
No, at that point I have to stay.
Yeah. Well, it depends what too, because like
Yeah,
if he
because
had
like
just
everybody
dropped-
was leaving.
if he had
Nah,
just
fuck
dropped
it,
that
yeah.
that album too with like the Suicide song, I wouldn't have wanted to stay for that. That's just a mood killer
I
at the
think
end.
I
1-800. If he had
think
just
he did
dropped,
perform it, but I think maybe it was the album after that. Maybe I think it was.
Okay.
It was like 2018, I think.
yeah, that sounds about right.
So maybe it
Everybody.
could be that album.
I think it was Everybody. I don't remember, like, I don't know. Logic, like, his career is so weird.
It feels like it was so short.
Well, he's retired like 4 times.
Yeah,
And then he's
retire,
come
come
back.
back, retire.
He does a
come
song, and then he has like 4 features on it, and then he leaves again. And then he gets featured on somebody else's song, and then he's like, but I'm done rapping. and then he breaks up with his wife, and then he drops another album. It's like I think he
just stop saying you're retired.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not coming out with music.
Yeah. Do like the I don't know NF thing. You don't even talk about your
or the
releasing.
Hobson thing.
Yeah.
I just drop it.
You just drop it when you do, and if you don't have music to
Everybody's
drop, you
asking
drop
like,
it.
when's the next drop? Just don't answer.
Yeah.
So you drop another one.
Hobson's career over the time too has been kind of wild to watch.
He's dealing with a lot of like personal stuff too.
Yeah, but I just
his career didn't start off hot though either with this label.
Yeah,
that wasn't his fault.
Yeah, facts though, but like he just kind of got a bad hand
twice.
Yeah, facts.
Twice.
Well,
I was actually listening to him today.
Did you really?
That's why I was
nice.
man.
And that's why he created his new label.
What's his?
He got a new one.
What?
It's like
Up Music? Or Up?
I don't know what it stands for, but
Interesting.
Because he like moved to Denmark or something like that, or the Netherlands.
yeah, he moved out of the country, Australia, I think.
What was it? Illmind 7, where he talks about that.
I'm leaving.
We need like an Illmind 10 or whatever he's up to.
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
Because honestly, like the Illmind series is like one thing that he needs to just stay on. Yeah, Illmind 7 was the religion one, and that one went pretty hard. But Illmind 5 is like my favorite, I think.
Yeah. It's like that. You ever see that commercial when you were a kid?
Yeah.
And it's like you need to go to college.
Yeah.
Go to college. Get a degree. That's how it feels. Like, bro's just really like talking about me right now.
Well, I mean, their whole generation got kind of conned into that. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like that was like one thing that they took away from us.
New label's called Undercover Prodigy.
Undercover Prodigy goes
Sounds
hard.
like
yeah. That sounds like Illmind 10 coming soon.
Yeah.
Well, because he had signed. Wait, was he the one that signed like Token and like a couple other of those people too?
It was like Swizz, Dizzy Wright.
Yeah.
Basically everybody from like his label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the swaggy track people,
Yeah.
And then
Dizzy Wright. He makes a good song about smoking
weed. Yeah. Yeah, Dizzy Wright's good. I mean, I always liked kind of like the West Coast guys. It was like Sam LaChow and like I don't even know like the other people now. Soul was maybe on there quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like those guys have all like disappeared too. Like they will drop one song occasionally. It'll be like a freestyle, and then they'll just go away again. They joined a band, and it's like they're not even like doing rap anymore, which is fine. Like you can do different music, but like it's just not gonna be.
Just let me know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm your fan.
That's like shout out to Tech. He's just gonna drop it. He doesn't give you a notice that he's switching it up. He's just gonna drop it. Be like, here you go.
I was thinking about him today too. Probably the most underrated rapper ever.
Tech 9. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know if I'd agree on that.
It's like, because I
feel like there's a lot of undercover rappers that like, nobody... Well,
that could do it as good as him.
Like, he's been doing
just
it for
because
so
of
long.
Chopper style.
Yeah.
And a lot of people still don't know who he is.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's maybe a fair shake to the algorithms then. Because like people just aren't... Like, because, there's undercover rappers that nobody's ever going to hear about because their algo never, like, somehow makes the Abby connection from, like, Japanese rap.
Which is wild
Russian
because Tech does
metal.
music with everybody on a feature. Or, like, he gets featured on so many other people's songs.
Yeah.
And
strange music is always involved.
And how doesn't everybody know Tech just from him doing a song with The Rock?
Yeah. Well, that's how they do know him.
That's how people know him now. Yeah.
But, like... But The Rock wasn't the one like doing this originally.
Yeah, but it's The Rock. So.
But The Rock can kind of rap.
Kind of.
And he can sing.
Well, like if you can say The Rock, if you can say The Rock can rap, I'm gonna say Roseanne Barr can rap with Tom McDonald.
No.
Yes.
Shout out Roseanne.
I'll fundamentally disagree on that. Roseanne's gotta go back to the Xannies, dude. She's way more fun on the plane, dude.
That's what this music video is for.
I hope. Relapse, please, Roseanne. You were funnier back then.
Oh my god, I love Roseanne.
Have you heard that song?
I need to listen to it.
Roseanne drops some bars, dude.
And she takes a shot at Eminem in her first rap song.
You're gonna lose that battle.
It's like the dumbest thing you can do. But honestly, really not, because I think like
she's gonna win. He's not gonna reply.
With how broken Eminem is,
I think it was over the whole political thing.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say with how broken Eminem is over like the whole political stuff.
Yeah,
like, he I don't even know, man. It doesn't matter. You can just take shots at him. I think
as long as you're not MGK.
I think MGK broke him, dude. I think MGK broke him with Rap Devil.
Eminem won that battle though.
Yeah, when he said you'll have to him in my flannel.
You know what's crazy though?
I was like, okay, it's over.
You know what's nuts though? I listen to MGK more than I listen to Eminem.
Now, yes.
Yeah, no.
Yes. But that's just because of other things. Like,
yeah, but like it's just
not
something.
I just
but
can't.
like if Eminem,
to be said,
but if Eminem comes
know?
on, I'm not gonna skip it. Like I'm gonna listen to old.
I just love Marshall Mathers LP way too much not to not listen to.
Like I think
No,
I think I just listened to like
But is that like a
one shot, two shot on the way over.
Is
here.
that like a back?
I just like how
Is that like a member berry? You know, you just like.
Oh, I
feeding
remember.
Yourself.
I remember.
Yeah, you're just feeding yourself like old
No, that's
lies
Wayne.
that he's so good.
No, that's Wayne.
Wayne is like that.
That's Wayne.
Wayne
his newer stuff, especially. It sounds
Right.
like
I
he
feel
has
like-
dementia.
He's probably smoked too much.
No, literally.
No, it's the codeine.
Yeah, it's the
Both.
codeine. Yeah, the lean.
No,
the
that's
lean.
the codeine. I'm
the
blaming
lean
that on the
shit.
codeine.
Yeah.
Don't take away my smoke.
Sorry, sorry for the weight. 18,
Okay, if Wiz is like, or if
That's true.
Wayne's like that,
low-key.
what's Wiz and Snoop like?
And
They
Wiz
can
is
still
fine.
produce, like right? It's like it's the codeine.
yeah, Willie Nelson.
We've been
was
doing
fine.
that for literally like what 20 years. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
so
longer.
probably the codeine.
Bro, don't even be drinking water. He's drinking
It's straight codeine.
Yeah.
He don't even mix it no more.
I feel like
Probably don't
Wayne
hit.
was always like overrated though. Like I feel
Oh,
like
he had some bang.
It
No,
depends when you're saying.
he has good music, right? But like he never was like GOAT status for me.
No, I wouldn't call him
Like
great.
people are like,
all
oh,
the time.
lyrically he's like the best, and it's
No
like,
way.
but
No
Oh,
way.
Yeah.
lyrically,
I'm giving Tech
he's
or
not the
like
best.
M.
Like I don't know.
Like I'll put Eminem up in that one.
I'd say they're
Yeah.
tied for one, honestly.
Like Tech, Eminem. I'd put
Busta Rhymes.
Busta.
Yeah,
It's like
Busta's-
lyrically, maybe not.
Nowadays, I'd put like Webby.
Webby does go pretty
Um,
crazy.
Webby does
NF.
go hard.
I do like NF.
Yeah, I like NF
Token.
as well.
Token
Like-
does go crazy.
Dax.
Dax.
Sometimes I can't
like-
listen to NF because I don't feel like feeling feelings.
Or Dax. See, Dax nowadays, it's like, bro, I don't want to hear the sad.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want to
dude.
hear about.
Like I
I'm
get,
not trying to sound
I,
like Floods.
like
I just wanna hear the
I
song.
respect
Yeah.
that you're doing a song about men and how we don't get our feelings heard.
but I don't want to
wanna
hear
hear
that
it.
shit. I'm a guy.
Like it's a banger of a song. Don't get me
Bro, talking
wrong.
about feelings right now. What
But
the
like,
fuck?
you're breaking the buzz. Like you're killing the buzz. Like
And I feel like he
vibe.
just came out at a time where like he just got like so much
Well, I
social
think-
media attention.
and I think he's
So
going through
fast.
so much
That
right now
episode?
too. No,
No,
Dax.
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 And
Yeah.
I think he's
Well, he
just
blew
going-
up
he's going
as a
through 'em.
YouTube rapper.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, so like that whole rise is like way different than most other.
Well, so did
artists,
Hobson.
right? Yeah, but they're
I
like
guess low key, yeah.
they're like low key kind of the same type
so
of
did
rapper.
Yellow Wolf or Ritz.
Pop
Yeah.
the trunk.
Daddy's Lambo.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that type of rapper is like almost different because they've grown. Like they didn't have to sign to a record label for us to know them. So like they can structure how they grow more independently, right? Like
With Token, I see that.
Echo is like that. If you guys hear
Echo,
like
yeah,
Echo, it's kind of like you can be, because you can like critique things that other people can't,
Mhm.
right? Like you can make fun of the industry, you can make fun of the evil reptilian shapeshifters that rule us.
Basically,
you
everybody that doesn't pay you.
can make fun of,
Mhm.
right? And then you're gonna have your fan base,
And that's
right?
what Hobson is so good at.
But this is also why I don't like, Russ. Russ is probably a pretty good example of this.
Yeah.
He got famous strictly off of SoundCloud. It
But
was
everybody
like
hates him for like no reason.
it's because he's like 5'5" and he just like
Well, it's
has
because
an
he's not
attitude.
producing anything anymore. Like he's
Maybe.
really not.
Yeah, but I mean, Abstract. There's like an artist that I used to listen to
Mhm,
all the time, and like he just kind of like fell off. Like there's no. That's the problem with that type of rise too. It's like if
Kind of
you
like a
don't
Kid
stay-
Cudi.
Yeah,
I feel like
And
he fell
Kid
off
Cudi
because
was
of other
industry,
reasons, though.
But he still fell off.
the dress did not help. Okay, yeah, but you
Bring
know,
it back
like,
now and it's be fine.
yeah, he could have just become
Like-
a woman
like-
and He could have been like,
I just feel like
Kid Kata
he
or whatever.
he like took like Kid Cudi was so nostalgic that he tried to bring back the nostalgia. And while it was nice to hear, it wasn't the same feeling.
Oh, you're talking about Man on the Moon 3?
Yeah.
I liked Man on the Moon 3.
Yeah, like all his old music is like it's so nice, and then like he tried to bring it back, but it was like it's just not the same.
You know, I think I liked his style in Indica if he had released it under a different name. You know what? You know what that? You know how that kind of like has a thing where it's like
kind of like
know,
Tupac, and it's like
there's movies like that where
I'm
if
dropping
movies
it
come out
as
and,
whatever he was after Tupac.
yeah, Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and I think if Kid Cudi had dropped it under a different name, I would have been like, oh, this is like a pretty cool album. But because it was like associated with Man
yeah,
1
exactly.
and 2, you can't
That's exactly
it.
what I'm thinking, and I'm like, this is not what I was.
Soundtrack to my life, like no, bro.
I still got him. I got the hum, so that's good.
Yeah,
but,
the
like,
hum is there. Part of Kid Cudi,
and a lot of
right?
it is just like there's too many features too.
Yeah,
Like I just like Kid Cudi, and then
Well,
like,
'cause
you
when
would have
you-
like Chip the Rip.
when you're talking about like getting into your feels, like Kid Cudi is like one of those artists.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
you don't really want like these, you know, you don't want
Juice
Polo
WRLD.
G on there. You
Juice
don't really,
WRLD.
Yeah, like you
I
want,
would have Juice.
dude.
I'm
Juice
getting in my
WRLD
feels listening to Juice.
Oh, no,
though.
I wish Juice
Like,
and Cudi would have had an album. Like that would have been crazy. That would have broke it. You know, that would have broke the internet for a minute. But you know, it's weird that Kid Cudi comes from like the Kanye West side of like the production
Good music,
style and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like everybody forgets Kanye, man. Kanye is like still in the back. I know. Right
I put
now,
on,
everybody
I put on,
can
bro.
get mad at him for whatever.
Yeah, no.
But if you're willing to sacrifice, like, you know, step away from the art from the artist,
It's amazing.
I do.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
he still makes really good music. He still
does.
makes very
It's
good
just
music.
like maybe you shouldn't say everything you think.
You gotta edit
Maybe-
some stuff out. Yeah.
Maybe you should take your
some
meds.
things are better written down than posted.
Well, yeah, but that's what his writing down is. It's a stream of
no,
consciousness.
literally, dude.
He just doesn't care about. But
Or
top five, you know, I think Kanye is probably a top 5
Another
tweeter
one
in the
that's
world.
like
Okay?
fell off, like got big and fell off. Tyler the Creator.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah, Tyler. I think Kendrick goes that exact route as Tyler, low key.
I love Tyler the Creator, but like, yeah, some of his music now is just like,
What are you doing?
and it's not like it's bad,
Yeah,
but
what
it's
are you-
like
what are you
he's
doing?
like
It's
making
not-
music that he wants to make, which is
And
cool.
I understand
Yeah.
that.
But like as a
But
fan,
do it like Post Malone.
Bring it back. Give me more.
Yeah.
Give me
You
more
know,
sandwiches.
Make the music that
Eat
you want to
more
make, but
cockroaches.
make it in like the popular
Like,
genre that everybody
it's
else
kind of like
is
the Kid
listening
Cudi
to.
thing that you said. Like he makes these albums, and then I have to tie them in with all the other
Yeah.
stuff that I
Yeah.
love.
Yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, this is just like it's
Uh,
not bad, but it's like it's not what I want to hear.
Speaking of which, too, like Kid Cudi and Kanye did Kids See Ghosts.
Yeah,
that
I
was
love
like
that album.
that was like their side project, right?
Yeah,
They didn't throw it under their own names. They just put their features on it. And like, yeah, great album, great EP. That's what you have to do. If you're going to do something completely experimental, make sure that you don't just tie your name to it to get like whatever your IP attached. Do something different, make it a different project, launch that thing, see if it would activate as itself in like a vacuum, right? And then yeah, like you do get stuff like Kids See Ghosts. Like that's awesome. It's like a full project. It was two creators coming together, and they both like didn't use their names previously, right?
yeah, but you know
So-
they're on it because if you listen to it,
Well, because they both kind
Just
of
feature
promote
it,
it.
you know?
like,
Yeah.
They both promote it. They'll go on tour together, you know. Like Jack U is like a big one that it was Diplo and Justin Bieber and Skrillex, and they did like Jack U. It was like their project, and they toured for 2 years on that under that name. But you know, like that was like a side project. It wasn't like attached to any of them. Their labels were underneath it because that's how you write it off as an LLC or whatever, or you write it off as a company. But they just like made different types of music, and then they were like, we didn't like how it turned out. We went back to our own projects, did our own thing again. Boom, right? You're back in it. But yeah, more people just need to do that.
I agree.
I don't know.
I think music needs to go back to the storytelling though. Like it needs
Like
to be
Joyner Lucas,
or tech or
I think storytelling has a place, I also think club music has a place.
Oh yeah, like obviously, like,
Yeah.
but it could be both.
Yeah, but I
like
don't
look
think,
at Tech.
I don't think
he
you'll
could
get.
do it both.
I don't think you'll get. Well, and maybe Tech is the exception, but I don't think you get a lot of artists that
He's
can
the
do
exceptional
both.
one in this one. I was the one
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah, right.
There are a lot of one-trick
I'm also
ponies.
not the exception in a couple of them too. So, yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of one-offs. There's a lot of like people who can do both, but it's so few and far between.
Yeah.
And how people like listen to music too. Like if you kind of study that, you know, they just kind of find familiar things and similar things.
Mm-hmm.
So like if it's not in that, like say Tech drops a storytelling piece and then he drops a club banger, and people like the club banger, he doesn't like. They don't listen to the story piece, right?
That's fair.
You gotta think a lot of people like get their music from Apple Music or like Spotify or
TikTok
Pandora or
now,
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever
So-
It's
sound
on a
they
short,
keep
yeah.
hearing,
Yeah, and they'll listen to the number one song on every album, right? So it's like you might get 4 pieces of NF music, but all of it's gonna be like the foremost big popular music that everybody listens to,
Or it's gonna be post.
and you're not gonna be listening to the rest of the album.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be post.
Post, yeah. So like Post Malone, right? Like you'll listen to like, oh, you know, I had some help or whatever, and then you'll listen to like the other big one on that one, like whatever, Pour Me a Drink, and then
Right.
you'll listen to like one song from Beers, Bongs, and Bentleys, and then that's like
And then
your
Morgan
3
Wallen's coming up.
Yeah, and then a
like-
new artist comes up, and then it's their popular music. David Morris comes up. It's Born in the USA. Like you just have, you know, it's like, yeah. So you just get the popular music, and that's how people listen to music. They don't listen to it as like a whole piece.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might be the last art, right? Like that might be what needs to come back. People need to do like,
So I listen to every song of the album before I talk about it.
yeah.
Facts.
What was the last album that you really had to like talk about though? Where you were like, this is garbage.
That it was trash.
Like you threw out the album as a whole. You were like, even the 2 good songs can't keep up with it.
Oh, recently. Yeah,
I Am Music, the
yes,
party.
yes, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that episode of South
Oh,
Park where
God.
Stan is listening to music and it sounds like,
Yeah.
and she's like, you can't. Yeah, no, it's good. No, it sounds like, doesn't it? That's literally what I think of every time I see that's posted.
I Am Music. Hear that?
I was like,
Yes.
dude, this is horrible.
That was bad. Dude, even Future's new album was better
Oh,
than
that.
that. I don't
Not
know
by
what,
much.
But
Not by much.
it had one song on there, baby.
I was like, that.
Had one chorus on there, maybe.
Kendrick verses are not good.
Yeah, no, that. Ooh.
I was like, he's trying to save the song, but he's not doing.
But he's not even saving
only
the
do so
bar.
much.
Yeah, he's not
We
even
have to-
saving the 8 line.
We have,
Like,
we have to take them both out to the pasture at this point.
yeah, take them out to the farm.
Absolutely
The
horrible.
ranch.
We're taking a ride, boy.
We're going on the ranch. Like,
We're going to the
yeah.
farm.
Yeah, that was. Ooh, yeah, that was real shaky.
I was like, I hope this is what y'all been waiting for.
Tell me what it's like, George.
Yeah. Look at the flowers, man.
Just think about the rabbits, Lenny.
Zoink zooms. All right, guys. Who wants to pick a question? I know somebody wants to. I will.
I'll do it.
Actually, Trey can. Or I can.
Well, I don't know. Go.
Okay, yeah, go for it. That'd be good.
What is your?
I want to
credit
read
card
it.
number?
But it'll be a Jeff question. No. All right. What do you got?
I think it is a Jeff question.
Okay, all right. I'll give him the benefit.
Describe the last book you read as if you were flirting with someone at the bar.
That's a good one.
That is not a good one. I don't read any books.
I was like, what the fuck? book?
Man, imagine if you're like hitting on Abby at the bar and you're gonna be like, "Hey, girl."
Let me talk about Intro to Music Theory with you.
Is that the last book you read?
Probably. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's still in school though.
That's a good one. Let me tell you about all
But
the
she's
notes.
played the piano, so she probably know more than me.
Well, how would you hit on her with
fucking
that? You gotta come up with something.
Like,
You-
Did I just hear you call my name in a major scale?
Oh. All right. That's good. The last book I read was We Who Wrestle with God by Jordan B. Peterson. Jeff gave me that book.
Of course he did.
Yeah. It sounds like something.
So, sounds like a name he would bring
Anyway,
up. Yeah.
I actually finished the book, so I could, I'd be like, "Hey, girl, you want to go wrestle with God with me?"
She's She's like, I don't even know what that means, but I think I do.
Man, if I get denied on that, that'd be tough because she denies God too, man. I guess that's the red flag number 1. Yeah.
Mine's not even like a real book. It's like the fishing regulations that come out every year.
That's fire. Spit some of that fish talk.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, did you know that that stuff's out of style? You should come with me and learn the new style this year.
There you go.
That's horrible.
I know.
Be like,
trash. Yeah.
Girl, is this a fish market? Because you'd be
good morning, ladies.
Good morning, ladies. Yeah. Good. I knew we were going with that.
Weird thing to say at a baptism, but all
right. Instead of fish market. Because I know all the regulations, girl. I don't know. That's not bad. It's not bad.
That'd be a tough one.
It's a good question. I wrote that one. So
did you?
Yeah.
I was like, it might be. I don't know.
Describe it. Because imagine if you had like just read the Bible or something. You'd have to be like, "Are you marrying Magdalene, girl? Because I'm gonna marry your Magdalene." I don't know. I ain't got nothing for that.
It's hard.
The ultimate riz.
I could, but it'd be making a joke.
Well, yeah, make the joke.
Did you know why every woman wanted Jesus? Because he was hung like this.
No,
that's crazy.
It's long. It's got to be like a 6-foot wingspan. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
he was hung.
Dragging through the sand with that shit.
Then you're like, check out your name on my ass.
I have that. I got that one.
Some fan will bet us that like a year from now when we have a million subs on YouTube, and they'll be like, I doubt it.
Put your money where your mouth is.
And then we'll do a live show, and you'll be like showing that you'll be showing your ass to the crowd.
Put your money where your mouth is.
And we'll be getting money thrown at us, roses and money. It'll be
and
hot.
ha-has.
A lot of he-he's and
a lot of laughs.
Man.
And then we get canceled.
Have you ever done like stand up before or like no. Open mic night, karaoke, anything like that? Okay. Would you be nervous to do that?
Absolutely.
Do you think you have stage fright, or do you think you just have like, I've never done it before, I can't get over it?
I think I could get over it, but like
we're getting up there and just doing tequila, bro.
When other people are when other people are awkward, it makes me feel very awkward. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like even when I have classes now, like you have to get in like groups and stuff.
Yeah, like group projects.
And people are just like so awkward when they're like, it's like just get into a group of 3, like just 3 of us. Like they just make everything so awkward. I don't know. It's like just get into a group of 3. Like that's it.
Yeah. Do you think that's like people just being awkward now?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, they don't know how to interact with actual people.
That's insane. That's insane. Well, how do you?
She knows.
Yeah. Yeah, she knows. Where is she? No, that is something that, like, yeah, I mean, it's going to be the next generation, right?
It's like I'm not the best with small talk, but, like, I know how to get into a group of 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're in a group of 3 right now.
Yeah,
like, done. Next.
Yeah. We've already finished our project, man. Like, I did all the work. You guys are the lazy ones, but, you know.
Just put my name on it.
Yeah.
I showed up for the presentation.
We get an 80%.
I speak one word in the presentation.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy clicking the slide.
Were you the person just clicking the slides? Dude, I always presented. I was that person. People made me do it, and I was like, fuck it.
I was the guy up there winging it. Didn't have a presentation, just sitting there winging it. Because I didn't do it.
I've given some bad speeches before, though. Like in speech class and stuff, I've given some terrible speeches.
The one time I winged like a speech in English, I aced it. Just sitting up there winging it.
I was making a case in English class once for like legalizing pot.
Yes, that was mine. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe the teacher was just with us.
My teacher hated it. So everybody who did that like got pretty much like automatically got a B, and then whatever else he did.
Hey, I'll take it.
Well, and then you could drop from there. You would not get an A. You had no chance of getting an A.
Said perfect speech, bad topic.
Yeah, don't like topic. Like, no, so
That's a you problem.
I went up there. I think I talked for like a minute, and then I was just like, I don't think you're even listening. I'm gonna go back and sit down at my desk and get high. That was literally my
What
entire.
a banger! What a zinger!
Yeah. What a zinger.
That would have got my attention. I'd be like, hey, I'm going to sit with him.
Hey, I'm gonna go smoke with him in the back.
Your speech really moved me, dog.
It really, yeah, it was
Got
really
matched,
inspiring.
got blunt.
Yeah, it was really inspiring. And then we ate brownies right before that speech.
The rest of the class was
It was a bad move. It was a bad move. No, man, it's always funny, like when people just kind of get up there and wing it, and then they just like do their thing, you know. I think there's people that are like better at it, obviously, but I think it's like kind of fun to just like do.
Oh, you can definitely
too.
tell I was just sitting up there winging it though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's like part of the process, though. You know.
That's what gets the brain cooking.
Yeah, if you can like be up there and just be nervous for like 10 minutes and then like, oh, the 15
like looking
minutes
around the room
flies.
for a topic. Like,
Yeah. Man, that clock is kind of interesting. Yeah, have
man,
you
who created these clocks?
Have you ever looked at time before?
Who created the concept of time?
Yeah, yeah, I don't like that guy.
I don't like 12 hours or 24 hours in the day.
Yeah, I think we need more time. Who's with me? You know, and you just kind of like bring it in. You know, you bring everybody in. Now I talked to you guys about the weed.
Who
industrial
created
complex.
365 days a year?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. That guy. Can we all get on board with that? Write down on a
Can we
piece of
make
paper
all-
what you don't like
Can
about
we make
that
all?
guy.
Can we make all the months just equal so it's all just done? Like,
That way
You could do 13 months of 28 days
that's
each.
what I'm saying.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
Let's talk to Big Calendar about this.
Big calendar.
Okay, so we had talked about the pyramids last time you were here.
Think so.
We brought it
you
up
he-
the other night too.
Yeah, did you hear about the new theory? There's cylinders that go like a mile deep.
Oh yeah, I have heard about that.
Yeah, game over, man.
How do you think they were built?
I don't know. I think they just had some strong ass people.
Not acceptable.
They had me there. I get it. I was hitting the gym early. I gotta know.
That was their gym.
Yeah. They were slaves.
Shit,
They were working.
had to carry a 15 1-ton blocks today. The back is killing
Man,
me.
you think that's bad? I had to do
Now,
2 15-ton blocks today.
he's like,
Up
I
the
was in
slant.
C block.
I was over the other pyramid, man.
Up the slant.
And I was uphill both ways.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. Especially because they're so gigantic.
So big. And they were moved already like 400 miles, right? How'd they move them?
They weren't moved.
The earth.
They
They
were
float them up
they were
river? 'Cause
dropped.
That doesn't work. Yeah. They were craned.
They were
Maybe
dropped.
they had a crane.
It was not a crane.
I think it was a crane.
You've obviously seen the Flintstones. You have a
It's
dinosaur
alien.
on this side.
Yeah.
Picks up the blocks, drags it over.
You ever seen the Prince of Egypt?
Yeah, they were pushing them.
Yeah.
Aliens, bro.
He was
Aliens.
rotating it with a staff. Like, it's Moses.
That's why
crossing the
when
sea,
on
yeah.
printed on money, the triangle's always got the Illuminati eye on the top. Aliens.
I hope so. They need to build some others too.
Maybe. Yeah, I feel like, you know, like how did we get out of this mess? You know what I mean? What do they have to build?
Clearly, they found the tops of the pyramids and they left. So, where are our tops? Is it like the Dragon Balls? You gotta find them all over the
Do
world.
the pyramids still get bigger if we like dig up the sand? Like, do they keep going?
Maybe.
Isn't it like it's like
It's an
this
obelisk,
underneath, isn't
right?
it?
Oh, okay.
You know how the Washington
I don't know.
Monument
That's
has
why I'm
like
asking.
a pyramid on the top?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, probably. It's like an obelisk. It's just like goes super far deep. And then there's like a pyramid on the top. But we only see the pyramid. It's like an iceberg. We see 10%, you know?
I think we start digging.
Yeah, I'm surprised
But
they
then,
haven't
like,
yet. But then you open up
how did
the...
they do the bottom? They dug down.
No, it
They
wasn't.
started
There wasn't
Like
sand
they
there.
dig and then start at the bottom, and then work their way up.
Or there wasn't sand there yet.
If they were to actually do this,
Right?
but
Maybe the sand wasn't there. Like the Sahara didn't exist yet. So maybe it was all built like before the Sahara.
there's sand now.
Yeah.
Like, no.
By
the truckload.
Yeah. It blew in, dude. It blew in from
literally there
from
was
the
a
oceans.
sandstorm and then it just stayed.
Yeah. Blew
I
in
seen
from the
Aladdin.
ocean.
I saw that.
Yeah, exactly. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Blew in from the oceans.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that don't make sense.
You think Atlantis is real?
That'd be kind of cool if it was.
Okay. Like, what do you think would change? I guess if we found out something like
Nothing.
that, yeah,
People would just try to go there.
It's like
I
the
think they're already trying to do
Area
that.
51.
Send some more millionaires down there.
Yeah, get a few more with the Xbox controller or whatever they were doing.
Yeah, dude. If I would have seen the controller,
Dude,
I'd have been like, "This is what it is."
They were using a Logitech 1990 PlayStation controller for that. They weren't
They
even
said,
using an
"Hold
Xbox
on."
controller. At least the drones use that. Like,
I said, "I don't know, man. Let me think about this." That's what I would have said.
yeah,
And then day I would have been like, Loki, I'm busy.
yeah. I'm busy that day. Well, because like Mr. Beast was supposed to be on it, and then
Yeah,
he, like,
just a bunch
wasn't.
of rich ass people.
Yeah, but I feel like if you had that kind of money, do you think you'd just do things like that?
No, not like that.
You're like, I'm scared to swim.
Or like I would have my own built that doesn't require a controller to operate it.
Maybe, yeah. Like have it better.
Like all those millionaires, nobody checked the safety requirements.
If you could afford it, do you think you'd go to space?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I know we're not getting there.
Yeah, unless we get stuck for 9 months, then I'd be kind of upset.
Yeah, like those one astronauts. Yeah. Do you think that story was real? How real does that sound?
Kind of real.
I think it does too.
Human incompetence.
Yeah, and then like yeah, but then like purposely not going to save them because you don't want to give like your opponent political points or something like that. Like that's brutal.
Yeah, especially for the people that are up there. Like,
Like you're just using like
imagine them saying like, yeah.
you're just using like people's
coming
lives
down.
for that. Like okay, that's cool. That's neat. Like you know.
We don't know what's going on, but you guys aren't coming down.
Yeah, we don't know. We could probably
Fuck
just
yeah.
send Elon Musk up there. He get you guys down in a weekend.
He'd be like,
This
is broken.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's hold off on this one. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's it, right? That's it. What are you guys thinking? B tier pod? Is that all she wrote?
I think that's all she wrote.
Is that all we
chilling,
have? We have no more info?
Not at this.
Yeah. So like when we were talking yesterday, we were talking about maybe doing like B tier news.
B tier breaking news. That'd be crazy.
Breaking B tier news. Yeah. But it wouldn't be like live format. It would be like weekly, and we'd probably do it on like a Monday
Like
or
this week
whatever.
update.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, that kind of thing. Get the trending topics, try to get more into the algo. But then I know if we start doing that, we have to like really watch like political content and stuff. We got to make sure
Be
it doesn't
hip with
get-
what's actually going on and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, just how much can we say?
Whatever you want.
We can't though.
we can't though.
They're not gonna cancel you.
I thought that on my last channel.
I thought that about our Facebook group.
Yeah, our Facebook group got deleted. I don't know why.
Completely.
That's wild. Especially like they're already stealing your information. so-
Under 1,000 followers, and you're already like losing.
But we did have a real almost hit 1 million. So
Yeah, maybe that's why.
probably we blew up too quick.
They're like, yeah, we can't let these boys get too viral. They know too much.
From the algorithm.
Yeah. Well,
we were talking about it too much. That's what it was.
yeah. One thing that we do, that we want to do on this show is like be the anti-algorithm. So like, just kind of like be so far out the algo that you just might get recommended from us.
You fell asleep for 3 hours and then out of nowhere, B tier podcast is playing when you wake up.
That's the kind of thing we need to be.
And you said, I'm
right?
just gonna watch it. It's on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
these
guys
guys are
look
pretty
really
funny.
dumb. They look like they could be fun to hang out with at a party, Then you're like, oh, these guys aren't fun to hang out with at a party because all they talk about is World War III and zombies. But, I think that is like our most talked about topics, I'm going to be honest. But, yeah.
World War III and zombies.
Yeah.
So Black Ops topics, basically.
Yeah, essentially. You ever play Call of Duty before? Anyways, beat your pod, guys. You guys have a good rest of your night. Hopefully this algo somehow reaches you through the Abby connection, because we really need her to like bridge all of our Russian viewers and all of our Japanese watchers out here.
Yes. Yeah, even though she told me she'd never be on.
How did we get her on?
I have no idea. She won't.
She'll leave, yeah.
She'll leave halfway through, yeah. Just like me right now. I get it.